Hi there, my name is Jason Perkins. I'm a Georgia workers' compensation attorney, and I'd like to welcome you to another edition of my Georgia workers' compensation video series. In this series, I provide you helpful information about the rules and benefits of Georgia's workers' compensation law. Now, today I'm going to discuss with you back surgery, and specifically whether Georgia workers' compensation requires the insurance company to pay for back surgery recommended by your doctor. But before we jump into that, be sure and be on the lookout for the next video in my series about Georgia permanent partial disability benefits and what they are. Now let's discuss back surgery. Suppose that you've suffered an injury at work. Maybe you were lifting something very heavy and you suffered immediate pain in your back. And you report that injury to your employer and they send you to a doctor. The doctor initially treats you conservatively with some rest and medication and physical therapy, and then when the back injury doesn't go away, maybe the doctor orders an MRI, and an MRI shows a herniated disc in your back. And after diagnosing the herniated disc, at some point the doctor may recommend that you move forward with back surgery. If the doctor recommends that, is the workers' compensation insurance company going to have to pay for that surgery? Well, a lot of times they will, but sometimes they'll dispute it. Back surgery is very expensive, and the insurance company may think that it's worthwhile to fight about whether they have to pay for it or not. They may send you for a second opinion to another doctor to see whether that doctor will dispute the surgery in some way. There's a couple of main ways that they generally dispute the surgery. One is by arguing that you don't really need the surgery. In other words, getting another doctor to say the surgery is not reasonable and necessary treatment for your injury. A second way that the insurance company commonly disputes back surgery is by getting a doctor to say that the reason that you need the back surgery is not because of your injury at work. Many times they will try to argue that the surgery is due to some other condition that you had, either a condition that you had before or after your injury at work. So if you were in a car wreck after your injury at work, then the insurance company might try to argue that that car wreck is the reason that you need back surgery. Many other times they try to argue that you had a pre-existing condition before you suffered the injury at work, that either you knew about it or you didn't. And basically they will try to say that that pre-existing condition, arthritis, something like that, degenerative disc disease, is what's really responsible for you needing the back surgery. And they'll try to get a doctor to back them up. Now, Georgia workers' compensation law doesn't cover pre-existing conditions directly, but it does make the insurance company responsible for paying for aggravations of pre-existing condition. So even if you had a pre-existing condition, if you can show that that pre-existing condition was aggravated or exacerbated by your injury at work, and that's the reason that you need the surgery, then the insurance company should be responsible for paying for it. I've discussed that in more detail in one of the previous videos in my series, so I'd certainly recommend looking back and checking that out if you have questions about that specific issue. Now, many times, even though the insurance company should be responsible for paying for the aggravation or exacerbation, they may fight about it. You might have to take them to court potentially to get that surgery paid for, because sometimes the insurance company thinks it's worth fighting about that because the surgery is so expensive. I hope you found this information helpful today. If you have, please let me know by giving this video a thumbs up or by liking it. If you'd like more information, I'd recommend that you visit our Perkins Studdard Workers' Compensation YouTube channel. All the videos from our workers' compensation video series are available there, and I hope you find them helpful. If you've got some specific questions about your case, one of the best ways to get those answered is by setting up a free consultation. If you'd like to schedule one with me, I'd be happy to do that. You can do that either by reaching out to us at the phone number on the bottom of the screen or by contacting us through our website, www.perkinslawtalk.com. Thanks for watching today, and I wish you the best as you recover from your injury.